Good morning, children. Welcome to today's virtual session of 8th Standard History. Let us begin today's session with a very beautiful quote. Just give everyone equal status in your mind because it will prepare you to learn. Children, give everyone equal status in your mind. This way, you will get ready to observe and learn. If you think someone lower than you will never respect them and will also never give attention to what they are saying. And if you think of someone higher than you, then you will consider everything out of your reach. But when you give someone equal attention and observation, then you learn every technique they are using. So, children, just give everyone equal status in your mind because it will prepare you to learn. Children, in last week you came to know about civil disobedience movement. The last topic that I discussed, civil disobedience movement. After the resolution of complete independence was passed in the Lahore session, Mahatma Gandhi decided to launch the civil disobedience movement. Then you came to know that Mahatma Gandhi put up various demands in front of the British government, and one of the important demand was to cancel the salt tax and monopoly of British government for manufacture of salt. And then in that particular topic also the different aspect regarding civil disobedience movement it was discussed. You came to know background of salt satyagraha. Then I discussed about Dandi Yatra. You came to know about the first roundtable conference, second roundtable conference, and also third roundtable conference. And then the second phase of the civil disobedience movement it was discussed. And finally the movement was withdrawn by Gandhiji in April 1934. So children, now I am going to discuss today the next topic, that is last phase of struggle for independence. So it is necessary to open your textbook. You should open page number 40 of your history civics textbook and you should listen to me carefully. Children, the civil disobedience movement came to an end in 1934. The Parliament of England passed an act in 1935 granting certain constitutional rights to Indians. According to this act, Indians were to get more constitutional rights. So children, the Parliament of England passed an act in 1935 when the civil disobedience movement came to an end, uh, granting certain constitutional rights to Indians, and according to this act, Indians were to get more constitutional rights. Children, mainly in this topic, last phase of struggle for independence, we are going to study the Quit India movement, underground movement, and the contribution of Indian National Army. Children, the Act of 1935 provided for the formation of a federation of British administered provinces and the Indian princely states. Accordingly, the working of the British administered provinces was to be transferred to the Indian representatives. The rulers of the princely state refused to join the federation on the ground that they would lose their autonomy if they joined the federation. As a result, the federal scheme in the Act did not come to fruition. So, children, Act of 1935 made a provision for the British governed Indian provinces and princely states to form a federation. According to this act, the working of British governed provinces will be handed over to the Indian representatives. If the princely states join the federation, then they would lose their autonomy, hence, they refuse to join. Therefore, the proposal of federal state in the Act was not brought into practice. So, children, as the rulers of the princely states refused to join the federation of the Act, join the federation, the Act could not be brought into practice. The Indian National Congress was not satisfied with the Act of 1935. But still decided to take part in the election of provincial legislature provided by the Act. In 1937, elections were held in 11 provinces in the country. Among these, Indian National Congress gained majority over 8 provinces and came to power. In other 3 provinces, none of the party could achieve majority, and therefore mixed cabinet was formed. The cabinet ministers of Indian National Congress did useful work for the people, such as release of political prisoners from jail, introduction of basic education, prohibition of liquor, measures undertaken to improve condition of the Dalits, passing of act giving debt relief to the farmers, etc. So, children, although not satisfied with the Act of 1935, Congress contested election to the 11 provincial legislatures in 1937, the Indian National Congress gained majority in 8 provinces. Mixed cabinet was formed in remaining 3 provinces. And children, useful and constructive work by the Congress ministers included release of political prisoners, introduction of basic education, measures for improving condition of Dalits, passing of act giving debt relief to the farmers, and prohibition of liquor. So children, here I have discussed about provincial cabinet, and also you have come to know the Act of 1935.